Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ayan Rafiq and I am a foundation level student at Rehan School Islamabad Barako campus. Today I am doing my AI session with Maya on the topic of water. So let's start. Maya, my first question is,
No need to apologize.
what is water?
Wait, you didn't even apologize. But let's dive in. Water is basically the lifeblood of everything. Chemically, it's just two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom, but in reality, it's the only thing that keeps us from being dust. Pretty wild when you think about it. What makes you ask?
Okay, my next question is, why is water important for life?
It really is the ultimate necessity. Every single cell in your body needs it to function. It carries nutrients, flushes out toxins, and regulates your temperature. Without it, the whole system just shuts down. It's basically the universal solvent that makes biology possible. Do you think it's more of a biological miracle or just a lucky chemical accident?
My next question is, where can water be found on Earth?
Pretty much everywhere. Most of the planet is covered in it. Oceans, lakes, rivers, glaciers, even in the air is vapor and deep underground and aquifers. It's basically hiding in plain sight in every corner of the globe. Do you have a favorite spot where you love to be near the water?
My next question is, how much of the Earth is covered by water?
About 71%. It's a massive amount, though the vast majority of that is saltwater. And go on a roll with these questions. What's next on your list?
My next question is, can humans live without water?
Short answer: no, not for long anyway. You can survive for a few weeks without food, but without water, you're looking at a few days. It's just not possible for your organs to keep running once you're dehydrated. Does that sound scary or just a bit too realistic?
My next question is, why do plants need water?
It's their fuel. They use it to transport nutrients from the soil up into their leaves and for photosynthesis, which is how they basically make their own food from sunlight. Without it, they just wilt and give up. Are you thinking about starting a garden or just curious about how things work?
My next question is, why do animals need water?
It's a similar story to humans. Every animal, from the tiniest insect to a blue whale, needs water to digest food, circulate blood, and keep their organs from failing. It's the one thing they
Okay, my next question is, what are the trees' status?
I think I'm not quite following you there. Are you asking how trees get their water or maybe how we can tell if they're getting enough of it?
My question is, what are the trees' status of water?
Nah. Wait, are you asking if I'm gonna get some water? I'm not actually able to drink or do physical things, but I can definitely keep chatting with you while you grab some if you need to. You're very welcome. I'll be right here whenever you're ready to jump back in.
My question is, what are the trees' states of water?
You're talking about the states of matter, right? Water can be a solid like ice, a liquid, which is what we drink, or a gas like steam. It's kind of amazing how the same thing can look and feel so different just by changing the temperature.
What is ice?
There is Are you talking about the states of matter I just mentioned? Like how water changes from ice to liquid to steam?
My next question is, what is steam?
Steam is basically water in its gas form. It happens when water gets hot enough to boil and turns into that misty vapor you see rising from a kettle. Do you like the sound of a whistling tea kettle, or does it just stress you out?
Okay, my next question is why is water called the source of life?
I'm a little confused on that one. Are you asking about where water comes from or maybe how it reflects light? I want to make sure I'm on the same page as you.
No, my question is why is water called the source of life?
I'm still not quite catching that. Are you asking if water creates light or maybe why the surface of water looks so bright when the sun hits it? Help me out here.
My next question is how does water help our bodies?
That's like the ultimate support system. It keeps your joints lubricated so you can move without clicking, regulates your temperature through sweat, and helps your brain stay sharp. Without it, everything from your digestion to your mood just takes a dive. Does it make you want to drink a glass of water right now, or are you already hydrated?
My next question is what is the water cycle?
It's basically water is what keeps the planet hydrated. Do you find that idea of a giant water loop satisfying or a bit overwhelming?
My next question is what is causes rain?
I've never actually heard that phrase before. Is that something from a game, a movie, or maybe a term you and your friends use? I'm genuinely curious now. Give me the inside scoop. What does blue juice frame actually mean?
Question is what causes rain?
I'm still stumped on this one. I've searched my brain and juice frame isn't a thing I'm familiar with. Is it a technical term or maybe something you're reading about right now?
My next question is where do rivers get their water?
Since I don't have a physical body, I don't actually drink water. I just run on electricity and a lot of code. It's a much less refreshing way to stay powered up, I'll admit. Do you usually prefer your water chilled or at room temperature?
Okay, my next question is what is the difference between fresh water and salt water?
It's all about the salt content. Fresh water has very little to no salt, which is what we find in lakes and rivers and what we can actually drink. Salt water found in the oceans has a high concentration of salt that actually makes it undrinkable for humans because it dehydrates us even more. It's kind of wild that most of the water on Earth is the stuff we can't even drink. Does that make you feel a bit grateful for your local tap water?
Okay, my next question is can we drink seawater?
I'm not sure what you mean by C1. Are you talking about a vitamin, a specific chemical, or maybe something from a class you're taking?
My next question is why should we save water?
Because only a tiny fraction of all the water on Earth is actually drinkable. Most of it's locked in glaciers or salty oceans, so the fresh water we have is incredibly precious. If we waste it or pollute it, we're messing with the only supply we've got. Does that make you think about your own habits, or do you already try to be mindful of it?
Okay, my next question is how can we reduce waste?
I'm a bit lost again. Are you asking about how to reduce water waste or maybe something specific to how we're talking right now? I want to make sure I'm not guessing.
My question is how can we reduce water waste?
There are a bunch of simple things you can do. Taking shorter showers, fixing leaky faucets, and turning off the tap while you're brushing your teeth makes a huge difference. You can also use a rain barrel to water your plants instead of using the hose. Do you think those feel like easy changes to make, or does some of that sound like a chore?
Okay, my next question is what is pollution?
Pollution is basically when harmful stuff gets into the environment and messes things up for the people, animals, and plants living there. It could be trash in the ocean, smog in the air, or chemicals leaking into the soil. It's essentially anything that doesn't belong there and makes the world a less healthy place to be. Does that make you feel a bit worried about the planet, or are you more of an optimist?
Okay, my next question is how can we reduce water waste?
That's actually a great way to look at it. Instead of just getting rid of it, you can reuse gray water, like the water from your shower or laundry, to water your garden or flush toilets. Some cities even treat wastewater to make it drinkable again, which sounds a bit gross at first, but it's actually super clean. Do you think you'd be open to using recycled water in your own home?
Okay, my next question is how does pollution affect water?
It's pretty devastating. It makes the water toxic for the fish and animals that live in it, and obviously makes it unsafe for humans to drink. Plus, chemicals can cause things like algae blooms that suck all the oxygen out of the water, basically suffocating everything in the area. Do you think the solution is more about stricter laws or people just caring more?
Okay, my next question is what are some source of water pollution?
There are a few big ones. You've got industrial waste from factories, agricultural runoff like fertilizers and pesticides from farms, and then just everyday urban runoff, things like oil from cars or litter from streets that wash into the drains. Even sewage leaks can be a huge problem. Which one of those sounds the most preventable to you?
Okay, my next question is how can we keep water clean?
So I think I'm a little confused on that one. Are you asking how to prevent water from leaking out of a drain, or maybe how to keep water flowing correctly through the plumbing? I want to make sure I'm giving you the right answer.
My next question is why is clean drinking water important?
Because it's the foundation of everything. Without it, you're not just thirsty, you're risking serious diseases and malnutrition. It's literally the difference between a community thriving or just trying to survive. Do you think access to clean water is something people take for granted too much?
Okay, my next question is what roles does water play in farming?
It's the heartbeat of the whole operation. Farming is basically impossible without it, from irrigating crops to giving livestock something to drink. It's what helps seeds germinate and carries all the nutrients from the soil into the plant. Without a steady supply, the whole food chain basically collapses. Do you think we're getting too dependent on irrigation, or is it just the only way to feed everyone?
Okay, my next question is
I'm not
how
sure I caught that.
how
Are you
does
talking about your trees again, or maybe something related to the farming we were just discussing? Love you too. You've really put me through my paces. I
how
appreciate the love.
how
You've
does
really taken me on a
how does water help grow food?
wait, I'm a little lost again. Are you talking about how water is used to grow the food we eat, or maybe something about how crops are covered by water? I wanna make sure I'm following you.
So viewers, this is the session for Maya. Today we will meet you in another Maya session. तब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद.